Usuls. Now, let's have a look at a semi, which has a 3/4 timed cadence. As you can see, timing is 3/4. We always work on the quarter notes. Again, with our right hand, we play dum, and with our left hand, tek, tek. Dum, tek, tek. Dum, tek, tek. Yes. In Turkish classical music, we call this semi usul. In Turkish classical music, it is called semi. If I write down something like this, you'll understand it. These are the finger numbers. As you can see here, 5th and the 2nd fingers will play the first tek, and the 5th and the 3rd fingers the second tek. If we play it, it goes like this. This hand plays dum, this hand, using the 5th 2nd fingers, plays tek, tek. Remember, always use the left hand. Since it is written on this line, we should always use our left hand. Let's see an example. Dum, tek, tek. Let's see another one.
Dum, tek, tek. Dum, tek, tek. Dum, tek, tek.
Yes, as you can see, we are slowly entering the world of dums and teks. Soon, we'll be playing melodies. Now, let's see how the basic usuls in Turkish folk music are played. They use the same system. Again, we write the music on 2 parallel lines. We play a 2/4 timed usul. As you can see, it's the same. This one is a dum and this one a tek. Nothing changes, only that in classical music, the usuls had special names. In folk music, we stress the timing. It is played in the same manner and is written in the same way. We have beats on the upper line and on the lower line. It's very simple. We know that the notes written on the upper line are played with the right, and the ones written on the bottom line are played with the left hand. I write dums with a D and teks with a T. Now we write down the finger numbers. I have created an exercise like this. You can beat the time with your hand on the table, or on the bendir, or on the darbuka, or even on your knee. You'll beat the time like this. Dum, tek, dum, tek, dum, tek, tek, dum, tek, dum, tek, dum, tek, tek.
Dum, tek, dum, tek, dum, tek.
You should pay particular attention to the finger numbers.
Dum, tek.
We can play it together.
Bu alıştırmayı. 3, 4.
Let's start. Please play it again. You can play this at home too. If you play it over and over again, you'll soon improve. This way you'll gain control of the instrument. This is what I advise you to do.
Bu giderle, bu süreyle, bu yavaşlıkla, bu ağırlıkla çalındığı sürece
You can play the same usul with the same timing, the same speed over and over again. But after a time you'll get bored of it. So, to prevent this, to make the exercise more stimulating, you can start slowly over time and speed up. This is good practice and gets your fingers working faster. Let's see an example. Like this. You should do exercises like this. I mean, set your metronome to a certain speed and play dum tek dum tek dum tek tek for, let's say, for 2 minutes. Then for the next 2 minutes a little faster. Dum tek dum tek dum tek tek. Play like this for 2 minutes. 2 minutes later, dum tek dum tek dum tek tek dum tek tek. 2 minutes later, faster. 2 minutes later. These exercises will improve your control of the instrument and help you increase your finger speed. I have written something like this, an exercise. You know that the upper line is dum and the lower line is tek. The upper line is played with the right hand, the lower line with the left hand. If we need to repeat it, what shall we play? Dum tek, dum tek, tek, dum tek.
Dum tek, dum tek, tek, dum tek.
Would you like to play along?
Evet.
Yes, let's start.
4. Dum tek, dum tek, tek, dum tek, dum tek, dum tek, tek, dum tek, dum tek, dum tek, tek, dum. Gördüğünüz gibi alıştırmaları.
You can increase the exercises. Now, let's see the combined Usuls. 4/4 timed Usuls are considered to be combined Usuls. 4/4 timed. As I've told you before, these all have special names in classical music. 4/4 timed Usuls are often called Sofyan. As you can see, you can beat the time as dum, dum, tek. But, as I have stated before, since it is a special Usul in classical music, we beat it as dum teke. In Turkish folk music, it is written like this. Let's say its timing is 4/4. Since this is a specific occasion, it is written thus, but it is played exactly the same. First, I've written an example of 2 beatings from folk music. If you look at the blackboard, you'll see these notes. You might wonder where they are. These tailed ones came from. As I've told you before, we work in the same time span of a quarter note. What is a quarter note? It is a dum. We split it into 2. What I mean is, if we divide it into 2, there would be 2 dum dum, 2 dum teks. In one quarter, there are 2 tailed notes. These 2 are quaver notes. I have explained this before. Since you know there are 2 quavers in one quarter note, you should understand how I divide a quarter and get 2 quavers. I write 2 quavers. So the beating speed is doubled. In that time span, we beat 2 quavers. How do we play it? Dum, tek, tek, dum, tek, tek. In a time span of a quarter, we play 2 of these. Dum, tek, tek, dum, tek, tek. And this time we beat 2 of these.
Bunu uygulayalım
Like,
isterseniz.
let's try it.
Ne oldu?
What happened?
Süremiz biraz
We
daha
speeded up
hızlandı ve
and began to move our fingers faster.
başladı.
How was it?
Çalıştı. Neydi?
2 and 3, 2 and 3. Dum tek tek, dum tek tek. Let's listen to the Darbuka.
Evet.
As you
Gördüğünüz
see,
gibi
it's
hızlandı.
faster.
Şimdi
Can you play along now?
bunu?
Let's start.
Şimdi
I've written one more exercise for the fingers.
yazdım parmaklar için.
Let's see the beating of it.
İsterseniz. Düm te te, düm te te, düm te te te. Düm te te, düm te te, düm te te te.
Let's see the beating of it. Let's hear it both on the Darbuka and the bendir.
İlk önce bendirden.
We'll start with the bendir.
3, 4.
The Darbuka.
3, 4.
As you know, you can develop this exercise. Back to Turkish classical music. Now we'll see the 5/8 timed usuls. We have seen the 4/4 timed sofyan. Now, the 5/8 times usul is called Turk aksaya. The beating of it is like this. As you know, the notes written on the upper line will be played with the right hand, and the ones on the lower line with the left. Of course, left-handed people should do just the opposite. They shouldn't forget this.
Üsttekiler düğüm.
The dum on the upper line is a quarter note, as you see. Here, 1 quarter and a quaver. You can think of this as 2 quavers here, 1 quaver here.
Usul.
The beating of this usul is like this.
Düğüm tek tek, düğüm tek tek, düğüm tek tek.
Of course, we should write the finger numbers 5, 3, 2.
Düğüm tek tek, düğüm tek tek.
Let's hear it on the bendir. Let's hear the Darbuka. Yes? Can you play along? Dum tek tek.
3,
Let's begin.
4. Sayalım. 1, 2, 1, 2. Düğüm tek tek.
This is the Turk aksaya usul. We'll do some exercises with this usul.
Yapacağız.
Then we'll pass on to 6/8 timed usuls. In Turkish classical music, they are called yuruk semai, which is a 6/8 timed usul. In Turkish classical music, 5/8, 4/4, 2 quarters, and 3 quarters are used frequently.
Çok vurulan.
And yuruk semai is often played too. Again, as you can see, by dividing the quarter note, we get the usul. Dum tek tek, dum tek, dum tek tek, dum tek. Again, you shouldn't forget that you play the notes on the upper line with your right hand and the ones on the lower line with your left. Let's see it.
Örnekleyelim.
First, let's hear it on the bendir. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Düm tek tek tek, düm tek tek, düm tek. Değil mi?
Let's try. Let's make it a little slower, okay?
3, 4. Güzel.
Let's hear it on the Darbuka.
3, 4.
A little bit faster. I have written an exercise like this. We can play this to improve our finger movements. What have I done here? I have written down the Türk aksaya and Yörük semayi usul together. This is for practice. See, up to here, it's Türk aksaya. After here, it's Yörük semayi. We'll play them together, one after the other. How shall we play it?
Düm tek tek, düm tek tek, düm tek. Düm tek tek, düm tek tek, düm tek.
As you see, we have performed them in combination. The reason we did it like this, both to remember the usul and to improve our finger movements. Let's give it a try. First, let's play the bendir. Good. Now let's try it on the Darbuka.
3, 4.
So far, we've seen the usuls up to 6/8 timing in Turkish classical music. Now, let's have a look at Turkish folk music. Let's see how it is written and how it is played in folk music. The 4/4 timed usuls are the same in the folk music as well. But it's not played as dum tek tek, but as 2/4 and 3/4. How is that? When I say 2/4, I mean two movements, like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. It is a 2/4, 1, 2, 1, 2. When I say 3/4, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How was 2/4? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Zaman birimleri. İçindeki farz edilen zamanlar, yapılan zamanlar. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Let's demonstrate this with an example. For example, a 5/8 timed usul. What was its name in Turkish classical music? Türk aksaya. What was Türk aksaya like? Ah yes, just as we see it here. We don't need to write it down again. Dum tek tek. In Turkish folk music, its beating is similar but more complicated. See, there is a 2/4 here. Here, there is a 3/4 here. When we write it down in Turkish folk music, it's written as 2 plus 3. 2/4 and 3/4. The combination of 2/4 and 3/4 timed usuls makes a 5/4 timed usul. Let's see an example. In Turkish folk music, it is beaten like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's play this first. First, we'll listen to the bendir.
Düm tek, düm tek tek, düm tek, düm tek tek.
Please play it on the Darbuka.
4.
Let's do another exercise on the bendir and the Darbuka. This is the combination of the usuls that we have just learnt. In the previous exercise, places of Yörük semayi and Türk aksaya were different. We put Türk aksaya in the place of Yörük semayi. But now we'll place Yörük semayi and Türk aksaya together.
Düm tek tek, düm tek. Düm tek tek. Düm tek tek. Düm tek. Düm tek tek.
Let's see how it's played on the bendir.
3, 4.
Let's hear the same thing on the darbuka.
Aynı şeyi örnekleyelim. 3, 4. Evet.
Now we can continue with our
Usullerimize
usuls.
devam edelim.
In Turkish classical music, there are more usuls with special names. We'll continue with these. We have reached the usuls with 7/8 time. The 6/8 time usul is called EXECUTİVE. 7/8 timed is called devri hindi.
Bu da gördüğünüz
This
gibi
is played as
düm tek tek düm tek. Yani
like EXECUTİVE,
usulünün bir
but 1/8 note more.
artırılmış
One more beat is added to it.
zaman olarak.
See, remember EXECUTİVE, dum tek tek dum tek? This is an 8th time note, has become a 2/8, a dum, so it goes
Daha yükselmiş ve düm olmuş. Yani
dum tek tek dum tek. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yine tabii
Of course, the upper one with the right and the lower ones with the left hand. Let's hear it on the bendir.
3.
Let's hear it on the darbuka. Yes, as you can see, it's quite simple. In Turkish classical music, there is one more 7/8 timed usul. It's different from devri hindi. These usuls are created in relation to the melody. Different melodies have different usuls, though the timing is the same. This one is called devri turan.
Devri tura.
The beating of devri turan is closer, as we say.
Bir vuruşu var. Düm tek tek düm tek tek.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Since the beating of classical music is different,
O nedenle ismi özel isim.
they have different
farklı
names.
oluyor.
Let's play this on the bendir first.
4.
Let's play it on the darbuka. Yes, you've seen a 7/8 timed usul. The 8/8 timed usul is called duyek. It is widely used in Turkish classical music. Now we'll see how it is played. It's played as
Düm tek tek düm tek.
As you see, again the quarter notes have been divided into 2 beatings.
Vuruşa bölmüş.
There are 8 of them.
8 tane.
1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2 quavers, 2 quavers, 2 quavers, 2 quavers.
Vuruşu da
Let's repeat
tekrar
it.
ediyorum. Düm tek tek düm tek.
Let's hear it on the bendir.
3 4. Evet,
Yes, now let's play it on the darbuka.
4.
So the 8/8 timed duyek usul is like this.
Bir 8 zamanlı.
There is another 8/8 timed usul in Turkish classical music.
Bu da sanat müziğine özgü bir
Its name is M.SEMİH.
ismi de öyle.
It is the
Mükemmel
second
usulü
8/8 timed usul
sekiz
in classical
zamanlı
music.
dizi. Bunda da çok
There are a lot of songs played with this usul.
Bunun da vuruşu
Let's see it
sayalım.
beats.
Bakın.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Quavers are thus.
Birim değerimizi burada
See how it
bakın.
is?
Bakın, görüyor musunuz?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is how it is played in the close form. There is also an open-formed musemen. Let's see some examples.
Düğüm, te ek, te ek, düğüm, te ek, te ek.
Let's count. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Another way of counting, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. When we add them, we have 8 quavers, and this is called musemen. First, let's play it on the bendir.
Evet, darbukada örnekleyelim.
Yes, as you see, this is a musemen. But in certain songs, we can use an open-formed musemen if we want. Let's see with an example. Dum tek tek dum tek dum tek tek dum tek tek dum tek dum tek tek dum tek tek dum tek tek. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's play it with the bendir. As you can hear, this flows more easily. Let's hear it on the darbuka. Yes, now let's have the bendir play one form and the darbuka the other. Let's start together. Yes.
İkinci şekli vursun. Darbukada birinci şekli vursun ilk önce. Hep beraber başlayalım. 3, 4. Evet.
Now let's play the bendir, play the closed-formed musemen, and darbuka the open one. 1, 2, 3.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Evet.
While playing it, if you count the beating under your breath, the speed will be even. You'll start at one speed and finish at the same. And we have 9/8 timed usuls. The first 9/8 timed usul is called aksak. When we first started,
Aksak usulüne bakarsak 9 zamanlı usullerin birincisi. Aksak usulümüzde bir terim var. En başta başlarken dersimize bahsettiğim T-K terimi.
that is at the beginning of this CD, I mentioned teke. I explained dum tek teke. Now we'll use teke. In the 9/8 timed aksak usul, teke is used. We shouldn't forget that the upper line played with the right and the bottom line is played with the left. It's the same as before. Our first beating is called dum, but the second, a teke, is an aksak beat. We split the teke. Here we use the term teke.
İkiye böldük ve burada bu teke terimini kullanıyoruz.
We showed you how to play the teke at the beginning. To remind you, we use the right hand, the left hand, or the right and left hand together.
Bir de sağ ve solla kullanıyorduk.
Here we'll use the right and the left hand.
Sağ ve sol. İsterseniz
Let's see it on the bendir again.
Şu tekeyi vuralım. 3, 4.
It's the same on the darbuka. While playing teke, we use the right hand again. With the bendir, we beat the center part of the instrument, but with the darbuka, we beat the side of the darbuka. You shouldn't forget this. This is the best way to get a teke sound. Yes, the dum teke dum tek tek usul is like this. Its structure is like this.
Teke, düm, tek, tek.
Let's play it on the bendir.
3, 4. Bu Bu usulde de
There are hundreds of songs which use this.
şarkı var.
It's widely used.
Kullanılmış bir usulümüz bu.
Let's play it on the Darbuka.
Evet, gördüğünüz gibi
Yes, you've seen how the 9/8 timed exec usul is played.
vuracağımız,
We have written it down,
nasıl vuracağımız.
showed you how to beat.
Bunu tekrar
If you play it over and over again, you'll gain control of your instrument.